It's recording, so no take backsies or whatever that is. The kids say. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
There are 3 different ingredients to it. There's the chocolate that covers the whole thing, and then if you bite into it, there's what's called the nougat, and then there's caramel in the middle of it. You can see all 3 of these different things, but they make one candy bar.
Oh, Bobby, what are you doing?
The Morning Stream. What are you gonna do? Charge me with smoking?
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Morning Stream. It's Wednesday, October 19th, 2022. I'm Scott. That's Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hello, Scott. How are you?
I see you're sitting today.
I'm sitting today, Scott. Would you like to know why I'm sitting?
Yeah, I have. I'll make a guess. Brian is in a new traveling acrobatic troupe and fell off the high wire. Yeah,
the trapeze. Yeah, that's exactly
what happened.
Right.
Okay,
the high wire.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I wish that was the case. No, I went and helped my son move from one apartment complex to another apartment complex that's about 500 feet north of his old apartment complex.
Oh, that's close. You get a better
deal. Basically,
deal?
The complex next door had a better deal on a smaller, a 2-bedroom apartment. Currently, they have a 3-bedroom apartment. Their current complex didn't have another 2-bedroom that was a good price, and they're kind of sick of a few things that complex didn't have, so they moved to the next apartment complex over.
Yeah.
And
upper
it's
floors?
a much nicer one. I'll say this right now. It's a much nicer one.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they went from a 2nd floor to a 3rd floor, and it's got the new one's got a much better entry system. You have to have a key or fob to get into the building, so it's almost like a hotel in that respect. Of course, you still need a different thing to get into your apartment, but they've also got hardwood floors now, and they've got a cat that loves to rip up carpets, so this is a big plus, having hardwood floors.
Yeah, try ripping up that hardwood floor, cat. Let's see how you do now.
Exactly. Good luck with that, Remus.
Yeah, Remus.
But it was me and Tristan carrying all the big heavy stuff, like basically a Tempur-Pedic mattress with a really heavy pillow top on it that was zipped up all around it, and would have just been a nightmare to try to take apart and then move and then reassemble.
Yeah.
Of course, the base of that bed, a 2-part huge sectional L-shaped couch, coffee tables, computer desks, all this stuff. And
that's a lot.
My back, which was already teetering on the edge, kind of paid the price for this whole business.
Well, that's why I asked about what floor, because when you're talking 3rd floors, it's usually a lot of trekking up a bunch of stairs and stuff, and that's not easy.
Their old apartment is just stairs, but their new apartment has an elevator, so that was nice. But that one part of that couch was so big, it had to go into the elevator. Basically, it took up almost the full elevator at an angle because we couldn't have it flat, we couldn't have it upright. We had to hold it at this angle to keep it in the in the elevator.
Man, that's a lot of work, dude. I'm not surprised with this. This happens to me when I move anything, so I feel you.
Yeah, I kind of overdid it.
I can't even move a chair in this office without thinking ahead, going, all right, do I need to? How am I bending over? Am I going to squat here? I got to think about it, or else or there's trouble. This reminds me though. Did you hear about this software? It's like a big stink at the moment. There's some software that I think sounds like, if you can call software evil, this feels evil to me.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay.
But this software exists now. I guess a lot of renters are using it, and the reason everybody's rent is so high is partially due to this software everybody's using that goes out, scours all possible rent locations in the country, maybe the world. I don't know. And figure out what is the highest possible price you can charge at any given time in any given situation in any given area.
Okay.
And so the goal of the software is not to say, anything else except to say how much can we what is the highest we can possibly go?
I see what you're saying. Okay, so golly, but I mean, looking around the world and stuff is great, even if around the country, but it feels like if you're not competitive with what's around locally, it almost doesn't matter, right? Because if you say, oh, I can charge $3,000 for this 1-bedroom apartment,
right,
here in New York, great, but you can't do that same thing in Arvada or
right.
or
and I think
probably
this
Sandy.
probably accounts for that. I assume like this is like
Does it? Okay, so
I
basically
assume
it's
it's
like
local, but
here's the adjusted highest amount. So not renters, but property managers. are
property
using this evil
managers
software.
exactly, and it's very
Gotcha,
very just like and in one way I can see it from their point of view. They're like, oh, this takes so much work off of us because we don't have to sit around and do the math and figure it out ourselves. We've got this thing that is doing it for us.
Yeah.
So I get the convenience factor, but on the flip side of that, with rent as high as it is right now, I mean, it's so bad, it's horrible everywhere.
It is, and the big problem is that there's, and Tristan was seeing this is one of the reasons he moved, is that there are more people wanting to rent apartments than there are apartments available in places people want to rent. So property managers can be dicks like that and say, well, I'm going to jack up the price.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's terrible. I just think it's just bad. But I'm glad he's 500 feet to a better thing. That's good.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, it's still this blows my mind, Scott. They live on one of the light rail lines. The station is outside their door. Like basically they go down the elevator, out the door, around the corner, and the old apartment building was on the other side of the station. Basically, the station and the street are what separates the old apartment complex from the new.
Yeah, I get it.
So they live on the light rail line that takes them to downtown Denver. From there you can get anywhere. There are scooters you can rent. There are, everything's in walking distance, take you right to Union Station, right in the center of downtown Denver. And they never use it. It's like $3 and they're downtown and they don't have to pay for parking. They don't have to pay for gas. They don't have anything. And I don't know why they never use the light rail. It's like if I lived right on the light rail line,
that's all I do.
Probably get rid of one of our cars.
Yeah. Why have a car payment? I wouldn't. You just, that's the whole point of public transit, especially a good one, like that. Like tracks around here, same thing. Really great system if you live on it. And if you live on it, why wouldn't you freaking... Well, a lot of people do. And a lot of people will drive to this station we have over here.
Right, do a park and ride kind of thing, for sure.
Yeah,
I've done that for the airport because it...
They save so much money on like gas and everything. It's crazy.
Kretz says, last time I was in Denver, an Uber was cheaper than the light rail in between downtown and the airport. No. I find that hard to believe. I can't imagine you'd get an Uber for cheaper than $9, which is how much it costs to take light rail from Union Station to the airport.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
That's I shrug at that statement.
It sounds off.
Very questionable, Kretz.
Yeah, because I took a way shorter distance I took in Seattle, and that costs us $60 on an Uber.
I never see Ubers or Lyfts from downtown to the airport or anywhere to the airport for less than $35.
Yeah, that's the rule.
Sadly, when I take some to the airport, I make about $17 for a $30 ride, $35 ride to the airport.
Oh, I'm glad. I thought it was less than that people got. I'm glad to hear it's more than I thought. I don't know what
it's
I
like
thought.
A little bit less than 50% is how much drivers make, which...
it's not terrible. It'd be better if it was like 70-30.
60, 70, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 70-30 in your favor would be better.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're about at a point where it'd be nice. We're looking for another rideshare service to come in and offer same prices or even lower prices for its for its riders, and offer more to the drivers and just gobble up all the Uber and Lyft drivers who are really unhappy right now with that split.
Yeah, there's a new one called there's a new
one. What is
one.
it? Because I saw a third name when I was in the Orange County airport, and I can't remember what it was called. It was like Lyft, Uber, and this is where you do pickups for Lyft, Uber, and
some other new name. Like yeah, it's an S. It might even is it? It
is an S word. Yeah, and I can't remember what it is.
There's one called Avail, but I don't think that's it. Okay, here we go. Alternatives to Uber. Okay. According to Wheels Inquirer.
Wings? Was it Wings with a Z?
There's one called Get, Gett.
Okay.
They say it's one of the best alternatives because it's cheaper, up to 50% cheaper than Uber in some cases.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
You can book your ride 2 weeks in advance even. Doesn't say anything about what the driver gets. Something called Curb. Let's see. Ola, O-L-A. It's in India, though. Let's see. Diddy Chuxing. That's in China. We don't want that.
Diddy Chuxing?
Yeah. Via. Is it Via?
Maybe it's Via. Yeah.
Via is what I saw while I was up there.
It might be Wings is the one I saw. Wings with a Z.
Yeah.
But I'm also seeing Juno.
Yeah, Juno. Oh, that is one, too.
Oh, went bankrupt in 2019. Oh.
It's on this list, so this might be an older list.
Yeah, let's see. So you mentioned Get. There it is.
G-E-T-T. I think I saw
Get purchased Juno in 2017 and decided to shut Juno down in 2019. Ride-sharing company that focuses on a corporate fleet, limo, and cab rides.
Oh.
So it doesn't try to compete with Uber and Lyft, but
Oh.
it caters to business customers.
Boo. Boo.
Wings, specializing in airport rides. That makes sense.
Oh, Wings, yeah. With the thing. They specialize in the old 80s sitcom Wings.
That's right. I only drive a couple of brothers and a mechanic that barely speaks English.
Yeah, and occasionally the guy that played Monk. He's in there as well.
Right.
Can't think of his name. Tony Shalhoub. We move him around.
Tony Shalhoub. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I agree with you. Competition never hurts, and I would love to see that space get shaken up a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's because I think this gig economy stuff's here to stay. I just think it needs to diversify and, be more in favor of those doing the gigs. That's all.
Yeah.
Because, the companies are not short on cash. They're fine. They're making way more money than they need to make. Mm-hmm. But whatever. It's the world we live in. Hey, I've had a question since the 90s. The very early 90s. And this question has gone unanswered all these decades until yesterday.
Okay.
Where Judd Winnick from season 3 of The Real World...
Los Angeles, famous for
San Francisco. Wasn't it San Francisco? Yeah. I think it was San Francisco.
I'm sorry, San Francisco. Yes. Los Angeles was the cowboy and the
right.
Irish guy and
that was a weird one that season.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, I didn't like it. But third season's kind of the one everyone really reveres.
For sure.
And Puck is part of the problem and the solution.
And Pedro and peanut butter and
and then Pam, who Judd Winnick ended up marrying.
That's right.
They're still married.
Peace season, apparently.
Yeah.
Puck, Pedro, peanut butter, and Pam.
So, anyways, I follow Judd. He's these days a professional artist and cartoonist, which he was working on at the time on the show.
He was
so
budding at the time.
And he's like our age, and I just relate to the guy a little bit. Anyway, so I asked him a question because he put up a GIF of him in the intro to the show. When they get to his name, he's inside of a phone booth on the phone talking to somebody.
What's that?
Yeah, I know, right? It's ancient technology. So he's in there doing that, and I've always wondered, who's he talking to? So I asked him. I said, my question has always been, this is on Twitter. Share this with the chat since I have it here. Why not? Oh, I can't actually see it.
He's talking to his agent. Can you please get me off of this damn show?
I said to him, I said,
bicycle messenger that shoots snot rockets and sticks his fingers in the peanut butter.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my gosh, that guy. He says, my question has always been this: what was that a real phone call, and if so, with whom? Well, Judd Winnick decided to answer me, and here's what he said. Whoops, I just killed the thing. There we go. Number one, it was staged. They were filming me talking on a payphone. It was one of the only moments where they staged something. That said, see, that's interesting right there. Don't skip over that line. It was one of the only moments where they staged something. That means that season was more real than maybe people think. Anyway,
I've always felt it was very, very real.
Yeah,
on the early. They hadn't figured out that they could nudge things into certain situations to get reactions.
Exactly. We hadn't entered that era yet of reality television. Anyway, he says, that said, I did make actual phone calls, or I did, meaning he made calls. Number two, I have told every one of my close friends and relatives for the last 30 years that I was calling them. That's adorable. Anyway, He answered it. So let your minds be stilled, everyone. For all this time, you wondered what the hell was going on with Judd Winnick's phone call in the intro of the show.
Finally, I can sleep. That's been the problem.
Yeah,
yes.
The answer is nigh. All right. Finally, a happy birthday to Logan, who is not Logan from Leslie.
Oh, thank goodness, because I was looking at this age and saying, "Oh my God, I'm so old."
No, this is a different Logan who is nice enough to help me out with a test of some text stuff I'm working on for various shows, including this one. And he's 29 today. He is 29 years old.
Oh,
he says
happy birthday, Logan.
Says he's been listening to the show since he was like 12 or 13, which makes sense. Like listening to the Instance all the way back then. And now he's a freaking old fart. So congratulations, Logan, and happy birthday to you. Oh, here, I'll play a thing.
Happy birthday to you.
Normally we have a song associated with this, but not today. It's just your
That's
birthday.
the song. That kid is singing the only song you're going to get.
Yeah, unless you sent Brian a request. That's as good as it's going to get for you.
He may have, but it's not the one we're playing today.
Well, there you have it. Yeah, well done. Thank you, Logan, for your help yesterday, and happy birthday to you. Okay. Let's get to some shit here. What are we doing, Brian? We're doing Dunaway.
We're doing Dunaway.
That's right. And you all need to get on the phone if you want to be participating today. 801-471-0462. That's 801.
Look at that prize today, Scott. Look at the first thing in that.
Oh, I haven't even looked. Let's see what we got.
At that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, right?
That's a good one. Yeah, I kind of want it myself. All right. Well, let's dive in. Hey, look what we got here. It's a Brian Dunaway showing his beautiful face on the air. Hi, Brian. How are you?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi.
Hey. You know, we have a camera in your office, so that's why you're showing your beautiful face on the air here. You don't know that. You don't know where the camera is.
Yeah, look around. You might find it.
Am I waving at it?
Well,
am I waving it right now?
Turn to your right. Turn to your right.
Yeah, look to your right.
All right. Turn to your right now.
You're almost looking right at it. You're almost looking right at it.
Oh, there we go. All right.
You're warm. You're warm.
Hi, how's it going?
It's good to have you here. Happy birthday to your significant other.
I'm going to put my shirt back on.
Oh, you should. Yeah, get dressed. Happy birthday to your significant other yesterday, by the way. I hope she had
thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
She had a great birthday.
She made another rotation, so she's around the sun one more time.
Nicely done.
Yeah, she did real good. She didn't get depressed at all. You know, once you get to a certain age, every birthday is kind of like, oh God.
Yeah. And for those, by the way, at home who are like, what happened to Play Retro yesterday? We forgot. Well, we had that. I didn't. He didn't forget.
Just like,
I forgot.
Oh, shoot. We forgot we have a show.
Yeah. So we didn't forget to have a show. We forgot about her birthday, which means the show is tonight. So tonight is the show.
Even better.
We bumped it today.
Even better.
Yeah, even better.
I remember when we used to forget we had TMS. Like, oh, crud, there was something I was supposed to do today. Oh, yeah, it was the morning stream.
Yeah, what do I do this morning?
To do?
Don't I have some usual thing I do? Weird. Thanks for holding so long on the line. Who's this? Oh. Oh no, they're there. Hi, who's this?
It's Guacmar.
Hey, Guacmar, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Guac is here.
Dunaway, my sister's name is Audra.
Oh, no way.
Oh, wow.
They're not the same Audra, I assume.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
I just went to her wedding.
No.
Oh, yeah. You don't want.
Of course, don't you know?
Yeah, don't you know about the wedding?
Can you are you able to put your mouth towards the receiver of your phone device?
For some reason you're kind of quiet, but it could be our line. Who knows?
It's probably all the guac.
Better?
It's a little bit better. Yeah, you sound better.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna play a game
I'm
and.
talking on my actual phone.
No worries.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, talk into the thing you're holding, not into the computer.
There you go.
Oh,
Brian's
God, I'm getting older because I answered my phone upside down yesterday, and I was like, "Oh God!"
Oh my Lord! Did you really?
Really?
Well, it's easy.
Yeah.
Look, these candy
bar
bar
phones. You know how you can tell you're old because you answered your phone and didn't just like text and say, "Hey, what's up?"
That's true.
Yeah, but
That's
if you're not looking,
yeah.
These devices, they're not. Well, I guess on the back if you're looking because there's a camera up top. But if you're not really paying attention, I get it, man. I totally get it.
Yeah, I just picked it up really quick, and I was like, "Hello." I was like, "Oh, they sound like they're very far away," and I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Brian,
We
explain
gotta
these
talk about, at
rules.
some point we got to talk about your new phone because I want you to give us some juicy details
Ooh, I like
while
that new
I
phone. I like it.
anxiously await my own. And look at that, you put a case on yours. You don't normally do that.
I do. No, I always do, but it's usually clear. This one I got
No,
was.
I remember you proudly saying that, like, no, I don't put a case on my phones. And
Oh no, heck no! I've always done a case. It's
He
always
punking you.
It's always a rubber,
Maybe.
rubber silicone, usually see-through. This one's not see-through, but
Okay,
I prefer.
tell me, people, am I crazy? Because I totally remember Scott talking about how
No,
he,
go to
Rubber
the tape.
silicone.
Go
Can
to
you-
someone.
can you put
If
that
I've
under
said
your
that,
shirt?
if I've said that somewhere, find it. 'Cause I'd love to hear it, but I always do one. I feel naked if I don't. Like I'm gonna break it. I have to.
It's
have a
really
case.
funny because I remember you telling me, oh no, it's like, these things are sturdy. And you know what? It was probably up until the time you ran into a corner of a table with a phone in your pocket and
That
bent the
did
crap
happen.
out of it.
That was the 6. You're right. I did do
Yeah.
that. Real quick though, maybe you're talking about the front, like a protective.
No, I could
I
have
don't
sworn
do-
it was,
I don't
like,
do
it was a
that.
whole case thing.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
I was always the one who's like, no, I always put a case on my phone. And
Yeah.
this time I was thinking, maybe I won't do a case on my phone like Scott. But yeah,
You know, I don't know when that was,
Yeah.
but I'd love to.
because I'm a clear case kind of guy. So,
Yeah. Oh, look at
I'm
you
gonna
with
do
the
the clear
ring and the
case
whatnot there. Yeah. You know what I don't
Well,
like? I don't like
Was
the knob
case
ones.
that he gave me.
I don't like the knob ones with the where people. I know it helps you and have you not drop your phone, but the ones with the little freaking doorknob on the back, hate that.
oh, yeah,
Can't do
no,
it.
the pop sockets?
No, or whatever it is, the ones that stick way out. They're like this. They go out about
Yeah,
this
like
far.
pop sockets, right?
Is that what that's called?
Is that what
Okay.
That's what they're called, Popsocket. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Well, see, here's what I've got. This is really cool. So this is a little ring.
Yeah.
And it's magnetized. So if I'm going somewhere where I'm going to want to take pictures or do a selfie or something, just like basically, it magnetizes onto the back of your phone. It is super sturdy,
Yeah.
so that I can
Oh.
like.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's
and the
cool.
little ring comes out, and so I can go, "Beep," and it rotates around to whatever comfortable
See,
position.
now I don't. That's actually great because then you can lay it flat and flush and stuff.
Exactly, and then it works with the thing. And then if I don't want it,
Take it right off.
It's gone.
All right.
See?
I kind
I
of want
sure
that
will be
now.
glad we just
See,
implant this into our
Carter's
forearms.
saying Scott's gaslighting Brian.
Brian or Carter, you know that's
Thank
not
you,
true.
Carter.
She's full of
The
crap.
check is in the mail.
She knows I have to have a case. She's full of poop.
She says he used to not. Then he dropped it without a case once.
No, Brian might be right about when I mashed the 6, but I don't drop my phone. I never do that. I've never dropped my phone, and I don't break the glass ever. Her phone looks like somebody shot it with a freaking shotgun right in the center of it.
Is it all like shattered?
And she has a case, but she drops it all the time. Anyway,
I love it. All right, cool. Well, let's get to our game.
Let's get
It's
to the
time to
game.
play the Tadpool Feud.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've surveyed the Tadpool on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian are going to have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Tableside Guacamar, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. And if your team wins, you will get a prize package. That includes In Sound Mind and the Command and Conquer Remastered Collection, the whole dang kit and caboodle of Command and Conquer on Steam. How
I'm jealous.
cool is that?
I'm jealous of this. That was actually really well
into that.
received and reviewed. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
So very excited.
Carter also says, also, my phone is barely scratched. Let's
That
fight,
is
Dad.
such garbage. I can prove because I can go take a picture of it, and y'all are going to be blown away by how gross her phone is. She's so full of it. All right.
Oh, I
anyway,
love this. All right, Nick with Tadpool Feud. This is the battle we've all been waiting
Yeah.
for.
No, this is
Family
this is
Feud.
Johnson feud.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
Exactly. The real Family Feud.
yep, it's happening.
All right, let's get to it. Here is your topic. Put your hands on your buzzers. We asked 815 Tadpoolers. Only 7 of them couldn't be bothered to come up with an answer. Couldn't be arsed to come up with an answer, as they say in the UK.
Yeah, arst. I love that.
We asked them, what's your favorite breakfast cereal? Scott.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch. And I did include peanut butter Captain Crunch, Crunch Berries, all berries. I put all those into one. 3 answers will beat it, Brian. What's the Tadpool's favorite breakfast cereal?
Oh God! Everybody, there's always so many people that like the plain old Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. Show me the Frosted Flakes.
They're right.
Ooh, number 8.
Oh,
It's
good
points.
points.
But Scott's got the control of the board and therefore gets Guacmar.
That's right,
Tableside
Guacmar in the house here. Guacmar, does any? I just spewed that out because it's the first thing I thought of. But do you have any that are jumping up in your head?
Well, the peanut butter crunch is my favorite, but everybody else give me Lucky
yes.
Charms.
Sorry, what was the last thing you said? Brian went yes and interrupted you.
I said everyone is after me Lucky Charms.
Oh, Lucky Charms is
Lucky
good.
Charms. Ha-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sure. Those green clovers, yellow moons, pink hearts, orange blossoms, and green crystal. I don't know. All right, show me a Lucky Charms.
Nailed it.
3.
Yeah, number 3.
Okay, so I get the feeling we're
Do you
going to get a
eat
lot
all
of
the-
sugar cereal stuff here. That's what's going to happen.
Do you eat all the charms out of your Lucky Charms? Anybody do that?
Eat
Just
them.
the charms?
Eat them.
Just
Only
eat
the charms.
and do what? Like you pour it all into a bowl and fish out the charms, or you dump them all into your hand, pick out the charms, and dump the rest into the trash.
Yes. And then, no. Leave the rest for somebody else comes along and they like pour a bowl and like, what the?
It's
what
all
the-
kibble.
Oops.
Yep.
Oops, all garbage is the name of that box of cereal.
Yeah, it's just
All
kibble.
trash.
It's kibble and it's gross. I told you guys the story about when I was in my 20s. We bought a box of Lucky Charms and it was only marshmallows in there. That's it.
Oh, right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's bad. They do that now, don't they? Didn't they sell it at one point in time?
Well, this was a mistake. This
marshmallows
was
or
some.
something?
Yeah, they did it. They did it on purpose at one point, but that was way
Yeah.
after Scott found his.
This is like
magical box.
89 or 90 or something. It was a long time ago. Anyway, congratulations to me
Do they
and
have
you.
Do they have blue diamonds? Because those look like Viagra.
I think you're right. And now I have
the
diabetes.
Blue diamond. Pink hearts, orange stars, green,
Yeah.
green clovers, yellow moons, blue diamonds, purple horseshoes, red balloons.
Look at you, dude. Wait, red
Red
balloons.
balloons. That's the new one.
Did the
Red
kid?
balloons.
Oh, I
And
forgot
then
about
they
the red
have
balloons. I remember
Is
the
there
red balloons.
99 of them in every box?
Luffed. They're totally luffed.
Hold on a second. There are red balloons in there.
There
Yeah,
were
yeah.
That's a new
sometime
thing. It
in
must be
the
a new
late
thing.
aughts.
Must be okay.
No,
late
that's not
late
new.
aughts. I wasn't paying attention back then to this stuff. Let's see.
Yeah, they kept changing them.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
Okay. All right. Learn something new every day.
All right.
Let's
You still have
let's
control,
do
Scott.
honey bunches of oats. I know that's popular. I like it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Honey bunches of oats, the source of so many misheard things in commercials back in the day. Show me honey bunches of oats.
Oh,
Where did that
I'm
line? Because it was
sorry.
popular. Number 11.
You're an idiot.
Well, Mr. Brainiac, what do you got there?
Yeah, what
do
you got?
have?
What you got, Brian?
Oh, well, I thought I knew the tadpole until I said Frosted Flakes, and they're all like, "That'll be number 8." I'm gonna say Fruity Pebbles. It seems like the tadpole is a Fruity Pebbles kind of group. What do you think?
Sure.
Sure.
All right. Show me Fruity Pebbles, Barney. Show me the Fruity Pebbles.
That's pretty good.
Big points.
Number 7. Yeah, it's up there.
I told you.
Well,
I
maybe
told you
these
guys.
people are.
Go ahead, Brian. What are you gonna say?
Say maybe these people are Cheerios people. Maybe
They
they're
might be.
more healthy than I think.
They might
Maybe.
be.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna go.
All right.
Give me some Cheerios.
All right. Show me Cheerios.
Damn it.
Yep, that includes your honey nut as well, by the way. So you'll notice that wherever there's variations, I just lumped them in. And I think there were more people. Now, Fruity was definitely the higher of the Pebbles. There was a handful of people who like Cocoa Pebbles, so I just merged Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, Cocoa
into-
Pebbles is just a brown dye. That's all that is, man.
It
Turns your
really
milk
is,
brown.
and those are so. They're so thin and they turn into mush within seconds of
Yeah.
hitting the milk.
They're not great. They're better just to get a dry handful and snack on it, honestly.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
told you guys a story about the Fruity Pebbles and my roommate, right? I told you guys that story. Can I tell that real fast?
I don't know.
It's a
Was
really
it somebody who fell asleep and woke up with a box of Fruity Pebbles in their bed, and they were all colored. Like
no,
had
but
colored
no,
nuts
but
on
you're hinting toward what happened. So this is very fast. He was this big Samoan guy, which is a dangerous thing. He'll kill you, right? He's a big. I don't
He's
mean
not
because
small.
they're not violent.
them. No.
He's just a lot bigger than I
no.
was. And while he was in the shower, the shower was going. I went in there with a big handful of Fruity Pebbles. And as soon as he walked out of the shower, hadn't dried off yet, he just stepped out, buck naked, and I took this handful and went just all up and down him. And he chased me around that house for, I don't know, 10 minutes, and it took days for the little stains to go away.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I
so don't
love
do
that.
it.
You're a
Yeah.
terrible human being.
Yeah, don't do it. I regret.
funny.
Yeah, I regret
Do
what
it.
I did, and he got me back, and I won't
No,
say
you
how.
don't.
Yeah, no, he got me back. It's okay. It's revenge was had.
What do you do? What do you do?
I'm not going to say
Did
on the air.
Did
I
he
can't
like
say.
wait for you to take a nap and cover you in hot dog wieners?
No.
What happened?
No, he did a thing that I can't say on the air. That's what I
Wow.
can't say. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't
Oh,
tell
my.
people what happened.
Oh my!
Yeah. Let your imaginations run
We
wild.
used to. I used to occasionally. My roommate had his own room, of course. He liked to sleep naked, which was disturbing.
Yeah, no one likes that.
And we would occasionally sneak one of the Oscar Mayer wieners in there and throw it in his bed and let him wake up to that.
So wait, like just a cold hot dog in the bed?
A good old cold hot dog.
Wow.
Oscar Mayer, baby.
Wow.
Right
Okay.
there.
That would
Wake
be
up
that would
naked,
be weird.
Find your wiener in the bed. That'll freak you out.
Yeah, I feel like if I woke up and found a cold hot dog next to my, hip or whatever.
Well, actually,
I would
I
be-
think you'd have
we
to
let-
warm
we
it
let
up
it-
a little bit. Yeah. Get
Yeah,
room
we left
temperature
it
or
out.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. we
Oh,
left
it's
it out. Yeah,
so it's
room
room temperature, right? Because you don't want to wake him up
Yeah,
like
you don't,
then.
you can't,
It'll-
you
you'll
can't
get
sneak
the
can't sneak a cold wiener in a bed with somebody like that. You can't. You'll feel that.
Somebody used to, was it Cleo? Somebody that we had on the show once talked about cold ball bearings. You put them in the freezer and then you put
God.
them in the bed and they try to get away from them, but they will always roll to the lowest point on the mattress. So
God, that's hilarious.
That's how you know you gotta.
it was somebody who was having problems getting their kids out of bed in the morning to go to school, and so you just put cold ball bearings in the bed. They're like,
Hilarious.
Yeah, you can't get away from him until you're literally out of the bed. That's great. Use that one,
Especially if it
parents.
works on those memory foam beds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. The
oh
memory
yeah, there you
foam.
go. You could just like create a little divot in a different part of the bed, and
Yeah. Just put a little cold ball in every single one of the little drops. That's great. All right. Sorry.
All
So
right,
Dunaway, well done.
Brian, still in your
his.
control.
Yeah.
I'm struggling that we haven't discovered what the number one cereal is
Yeah,
for these
yeah.
people.
I think I know, but I'm
I-
gonna wait till you're done here.
Like I said, I went one route. Cheerios is a lot healthier. That seems to be higher up, as opposed to the Frosted Flakes and the. I don't know. Is it a bunch of old people? Do they need their Raisin Bran?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, we can certainly find out. Show me 2 scoops of raisins in every box.
Oh,
Number
jeez.
9. It's good
Killing
points.
the
but,
score.
Super
look
low.
at that.
Doesn't he?
Those-
He can't. I can't win at this point unless he clears the board. Then we win. Or then.
Let's see. No, 16,
There are 22 points left.
21. Yeah, there's still points, enough points that you can.
Okay. It was looking
Would you say
grim,
there's
but
22 points left? Is that what you're saying, Guacamole?
That's what 10, 5, 1, 6, 22.
Yeah, 22.
Jeez,
Look at
you
you.
guys are
Check
like,
out the big brain on Guacamole.
it's really impressive.
Love it.
Man. Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe since
Yeah.
you put Frosted Flakes, but there's Corn Flakes. I think
Shit.
that's the number one selling cereal, right? Because you add your own fruit, your own sugar, and all that good crap. But
Sure.
does anybody actually buy that? All right, yeah, I'm
They
going
make,
with
they make
the
crusts with it and like certain
corn
dishes,
flake.
like chicken. You guys
Is
ever
that
do the chicken?
anybody's favorite?
You ever do the chicken with the fried chicken covered in
Oh,
cornflake
yeah, with the
stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's good, that's good.
crust.
Yeah, it's
for
not
sure.
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
I wouldn't do it with frosted, but whatever.
Somebody out there has. I'm sure somebody in Alabama has done that.
Yeah, or no offense, Alabama, but yes, you
No
probably
offense,
have.
Alabama, but I'm sure somebody out there.
Virginia,
I'm sure
too.
somebody in every state has done that.
Yeah. Guacamole, what state are you in again? Where are you?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Remember, I'm
Look,
in
Virginia.
somebody
West-
in Virginia's done
North,
this.
South Virginia.
I'm
Yeah,
sure somebody in Virginia's done it. All
yeah,
right.
I guarantee it.
Let's go. Let's go. I forgot what you even said. You said
Cornflakes.
Cornflakes.
I
Show
go
me
cornflakes.
cornflakes. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I posted a video this morning
So-
on Twitter
Yeah.
featuring a clip from the movie Reckless Kelly with Yahoo Serious. I don't think we ever watched it for Film Sack, did we?
No, Reckless Kelly, no.
Reckless Kelly.
No.
But
So-
it features a
wait.
dog answering the phone and going cornflakes.
That's awesome.
I got a question for you.
go.
So did
Yeah.
nobody say cornflakes? Period.
Cornflakes, number 12 on the list. So just after Honey
Oh,
Bunches
see.
of Oats. So, yeah.
I was thinking you would have combined the two.
No, because it's not
My
frosted
bad.
cornflakes, right? It's not like, I mean, I see what you're saying.
Isn't it
But
just
it's
frosted?
not-
Kellogg's, right?
Aren't they just
But they're
frosted
not-
flakes?
They are
Well,
corn
Frosted
flakes
is
that are
from
frosted.
General Mills, and cornflakes is from Kellogg.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. See,
There we go.
Guacamole is knowledgeable.
Yep.
He's been
yeah.
on the board.
Today on our guest knows more than we do. It's the morning
Yeah,
stream.
for sure. Exactly.
Um,
He and I should swap places, and I'll play the game, and he can.
So I thought you were going to do. I'm kind of with Dunaway here. I thought you would say, "Oh, well, I've combined the two forms of cornflakes into one deal," but now I think that might be an
Since
answer.
it's two brands, that makes sense.
Two different
Yeah.
brands is what Guacamole was
That
saying.
makes sense.
It's Kellogg's
Yeah.
versus General Mills.
See, that blows my mind. I didn't know that.
It does too. Me too. I thought they were the same, and I'm a big cereal guy.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I feel like I don't know anything anymore now.
Well, Scott,
What is up?
I say you should follow your nose.
All right, let's follow my nose. It always
What is
knows.
down? What is up? Yeah.
There you go.
Wait, what is? I'm trying to remember what Toucan
Loops.
Sam's cereal is, though. What is it?
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. Okay, I couldn't remember what he did. Because wait,
Follow
what's
your nose.
what's the
It
one with the
always
rabbit?
knows.
Oh, never mind. We'll do that later. All right, Fruit
sure.
Loops. We're doing Fruit Loops.
Show me Fruit Loops. Number 10. The
Oh,
big 10 answer
look
right
at
there.
that.
Now that's funny because I remember the name Toucan Sam, but not the cereal he repped. Isn't that weird? That's
Yeah,
a
the
little weird.
mascot's
That is
more
weird.
powerful than the other.
Yep.
Captain Kipper put that video in the chat. If you want to play it, just go to like the last few seconds of the video, and that's where the dog says cornflakes.
Cookie Crisp. Oh, what?
And we really need to watch this movie for film sack.
All right, let's play it.
Could you add frosted flakes?
That's the video.
That's not it?
No, look at what Captain Kipper
Oh,
put.
but I
what
love
I
that,
clicked.
though. What was that?
Hold on, I clicked. I clicked Captain Kipper's video. It's a Frosted Flake chicken tenders recipe. Did I miss the other one?
No, I think you missed the other one.
Is it higher? Oh, here it is.
No, it's.
I found
yeah,
it. Here we go.
I see
Go
it.
to the last few seconds.
All right, I'm gonna turn this up so we can hear it.
Cornflakes.
Oh my gosh, there is a dog saying cornflakes. Let's go back.
It's Ned. Slow down.
What are you doing?
Talking to my dog.
All right.
Dan. Cornflakes.
I hate it.
The worst.
I
Dog
hate
voice
that.
overdub.
I really don't like it.
Cornflakes.
It's made me feel uncomfortable. I don't like it at all. I hate it.
Right.
Damn. Okay.
Also, he's talking on a phone that looks like a gun, and the barrel of the gun is pointed at his ear.
All right. So we're back. It's us again still, right?
It is
Right.
Scott. You still have control. 3 answers left on the board, and
So do we,
get them
do we
all,
wanna
and you
do-
run the
Got-
board, and you win.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
that waxy taste in your mouth right now. You just said Fruit Loops.
I
So,
do.
yeah,
That's right.
go
Even
for
if
it.
you get number 5 and number 6, you still win. Even if you don't get number 1. Which, come on now, number 1. You said
Yeah.
you had an idea what the number 1 answer was.
I have
by
a
the way.
feeling, but I
Do we
want
wanna
to.
do-
Go ahead,
do we wanna do
Guacamole.
the silly rabbit?
Oh, silly rabbit tricks are for kids. You want to do tricks?
Yeah.
All right, tricks. All those colored balls and shit in there. Let's do that.
Yeah. All right. Show me silly wabbit. Tricks are for kids.
Oh,
There it
come
is.
on!
Nobody eats that
I was
crap.
looking. Number 31 on the list are those little balls
Wow.
of color.
Basically, flavored, sugared kicks, which is what moms like it for
Right.
what it's not, or whatever the hell the thing was.
That's
No,
right.
that's
Were
Kix.
Kicks and Tricks from the same company?
Oh, I don't know.
I
Don't
don't think
think
so.
Okay, well, that would make sense though, right? Because they're like, oh, we're
Right.
already making these little puff balls. Let's just sugar some up, and then the other ones we'll market to moms.
That's right. Yeah, there's an Andor breakfast cereal that you see in one episode that looks like blue Kicks or blue Tricks.
Ooh, now
Right,
I
right,
got to
right.
finish Andor. I actually.
I think
plan
that's
to,
what
but-
turns the milk blue,
Yes,
by the
they
way.
are. They are both
Oh.
General Mills.
Oh, they're both General Mills.
They
Okay.
are both General Mills.
All right,
Okay,
so they're
just
pumping those
throwing
out
it-
of the same crap factory somewhere.
That's all right.
Yeah,
These are
that's
Kicks
the
and
deal.
Tricks.
All right, but
Well,
Dunaway, it's
Okay,
back to
I'll
you.
tell you
bud.
what's-
Brian.
I'll tell you what's banned in our house because we can't stop eating it by the handfuls. Cinnamon
Toast crunch. Dude.
Oh, cinnamon toast crunch. Yeah, those are.
we can't get it because, like I
God,
said, we
I
just
can't even
handfuls.
imagine eating it by the handfuls because that stuff, that sugar on there, has got to be worse than Cheeto dust.
Oh yeah.
That like
So good it is,
No.
and you're so sticky,
No.
and you can chase the Samoan around the house with it. It's great.
But then you smell like old like sleepover pajamas when you eat
Syrup
that food.
and pee-pee.
Yeah.
It smells like syrup and pee-pee pants.
Yeah, it's not good.
But that doesn't change the fact that you can't stop eating it. You just keep like shoveling it in your face.
Sure. No,
I
I
think
get
that's
it.
me.
I totally get it. All right, show me Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Try getting your dog to say that. Number one answer. That is the cereal that the tadpoolers love the most.
PP
Does
cereal.
anybody remember that chef guy for Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Oh, the little.
Oh yeah, like the original mascot
yeah.
was a chef.
Yeah.
Do they not use him anymore?
I don't know.
No.
Seen
They
that
probably
a long
got
time.
sued because no
Cinnamon Toast
chef
Crunch
is
knew how to
involved
crunch
in the production of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys can't show a chef unless there's a chef involved. That's probably what happened.
That's right.
I don't know. All
No,
right.
the
well,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch now is not cannibalistic.
yeah, that's right.
Oh right, yeah, you're eating an actual slice of cinnamon toast that says, "Hey, eat me and my friends and some milk."
Oh, you know what they are now? Now
they're
they're
eating
just
each other.
Yeah, you're right. They're just their little anthropomorphic versions of the cereal with googly eyes now.
Yeah, yeah.
But back in the day, you had this. Listen to this one here.
Papa Smurf!
Oh,
Brady!
it's
Look
the Smurfs.
what you've done!
Probably
Like you
Smurf.
said, Papa Smurf, let's get rid of this thing.
Okay, that's the end of the Smurfs. Here we go.
Our show will be back after
Oh my
these
gosh.
messages.
You know how to make
Wow,
YouTube
that
videos?
takes me back.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're out of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Let's make more.
Oh, it's 3 chefs, you guys. There's
It's 3 chefs, yeah. And then there was Chef Wendell, who was the oldest of the 3 chefs, the one with the glasses on his nose.
The one with all the experience. Yeah, he's a smart one.
He became the sole mascot of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and stopped appearing on the box in 2009.
He had the other 2 chefs killed and put into the cereal mix. So
He did, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a dark story. You don't want to
That's why
tell your
they're
kids.
cannibalistic
Chef
now.
Wendell.
Anyway, so you just won that Dunaway. What else you got? Do another one.
So I
Clear,
think
clear the board, by the way. That's what you want to do
Yeah.
here.
yeah, I think we can clear it. We only got 2 more. I think King Vitamin was a very popular cereal, but I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
Good idea. King Vitamin.
You guys remember that
Good
nasty
idea not
crap?
to say that one. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that nasty crap your mom
Yeah.
would bring home?
It was
What is
bad.
this?
It was
King
bad.
Vitamin. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
It made you want her to bring the kicks
Whatever.
back. That's how bad King Vitamin was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're grabbing by handful of cereal, now like I said, maybe people eat it differently, but the other thing I don't get because I just go through a whole box is the frosted mini wheats.
Oh,
I
sure.
just can't stop eating those.
Yeah, those are great.
Listen,
Those
two,
are
I
great
can't
as a
stop.
snack too because you can just
Yeah.
grab like 8 of them and,
Yeah.
and they fill
Yeah.
up your bowl too, like
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
quickly. All right,
And they're very
show
filling.
Me,
Mhm.
show me those mini wheats, those shredded mini wheats, either regular or frosted. Number 6
Oh.
on the board. So here's what we got. We have 1 answer left on the board. Currently, there's no way for Scott to win the prize for Guacamar that way.
Oh, we
but
got this, though.
If you guys
We
have
got
3 strikes between the 2 of you, you guys can figure this one out.
All right, Brian. Don't F this up.
The one that the other one we always get is Special K.
Oh,
Now I don't feel
Special
bad about the Special K for some reason. Yeah, I always get the ones with the yogurt,
Don't do it.
the little yogurt
Yeah.
bits.
If you do Special K, we're losing. There's no way. There's no way Special K is on this list. That was Grandma's cereal. That's what she ate while she sat in her
Number
freaking
5
chair.
is Special
My
K.
wife
All right,
Who do you
all
think
right.
is tadpool's made out of? Our grandmas. Come
Special
on.
K commercials ran at night during the news and Saturday
You know
morning
you like
cartoons.
those
What?
dehydrated strawberries that magically came to life.
Oh look,
Right.
I didn't mind it as a cereal, but I'm telling you, there's no way the tadpole eats Special K. I guarantee it. Or
My wife
All right.
looks at the box at the grocery store and
I-
says, nope.
Yeah. It's like it used to be like the thing that had a leg on it with a tape measure or something. Wasn't that
Yeah.
the
It's
box
for
logo
people
or
who
something on the
want
front? All right.
maybe they're
Nancy, was
cuckoo
that
for
really your
something.
answer, Brian Dunaway?
Are people cuckoo for a thing?
Wow, y'all are just hating on my Special K.
I mean, it is yours.
I
You know
just
what?
want to make sure that that's your answer.
It is yours to say. So if you want to say Special K, you should do it.
I'll go with the Rice Krispies. Who eats that crap though?
I don't
All
like
right.
them either. But
Everybody with
All right.
marshmallows.
Show me Rice Krispies. I'm kind of amazed. Yeah, 14 on the list is Rice Krispies or Cocoa Krispies, whatever, any kind of Krispies. Frosted Rice Krispies.
yeah,
Wow.
Any Krispies with a K got lumped into that category, and sadly,
Frosted Rice
still only made
Krispies
it
are
to-
excellent.
They're only good for
Kind of
making
are,
the
yeah.
squares, the marshmallow square things. That's all you need a Rice Krispie.
Somebody actually said Rice Krispie treat cereal. Did they
Yeah,
make
yeah, they do make that.
What?
They
like
have.
clusters or
Different-
something? Is it just clusters of
They,
Rice
they
Krispies?
do. Yeah, it's little clusters. Yeah. Have you ever done that? You ever taken a Rice Krispie and like broke it apart and put it in milk and
No.
eat it like cereal?
No.
too?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
No, that's horrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that horrid? It's
That's-
marshmallows and Rice Krispies. What is wrong with you
I don't know.
people?
My liver
Yeah.
moved when you said that you've eaten it. My liver went moved a little
Right.
bit, like an inch to the left.
I love Rice Krispie treats. Don't get me wrong. So I'll eat those, but I can't imagine breaking those up and putting them in milk.
Ugh.
Hey.
Ugh. I don't know why. It just seems wrong. I don't know.
You
Can't
people,
explain it.
you people are missing out.
Yeah.
I guess so.
All right. What's number?
All
Oh
right,
wait,
so
it's our
still,
turn.
It's Scott's
our
turn.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay, Guacmar, I believe in you. What do you
I
want to
have
do?
like 6 of them in my head. I got my favorites, but I think I have to go with the being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
All right, Cocoa Puffs. I feel
Cocoa
strong
Puffs.
about
good
that too.
I do like the Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Sunny, who was what kind of bird was Sunny, the Cocoa Puffs bird?
He's a cuckoo.
Cuckoo bird, right?
He was a cuckoo.
It was
He was
Cuckoo
cuckoo for
bird,
Cocoa
really?
Puffs.
Okay. All right, with that big old
Did Brian finally have his leopard? Did this happen just now?
Did I finally have my cheetah?
Or your cheetah? I can't even do that part right. I
What
can't
was
even
he
get-
anyway?
Yeah, I did this.
Listen, he wasn't a Coco, which is in the name.
He's not a cocoa bird.
I guess he was, right? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I totally did have my Chester Cheetah moment, didn't I? Oh, God.
Finally. Whew. I feel
All
better
right,
now.
okay.
All right.
The snake is eating its own tail. All right, show me Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, damn it!
Just for that, I enjoyed that. I
Yeah,
enjoyed that one.
bet you
Number
did.
22 on the list was Cocoa Puffs.
Lame. So what do we got for 5? What happened there?
You got 5. You got one last guess.
Oh, Brian. Sorry, I didn't realize he had an X left. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
he
we were
has
done.
one guess left. And
Oh,
if he
y'all
gets
are
this-
out and I have one left.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
Yeah,
boy.
it all
Oh,
comes down to this. So,
God, I really want to say Special K just to piss you guys off.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
it would work. It would work.
I'm not like that. Oh man, what is left?
I'm just
I mean,
saying
there's
if
a ton of them
the
left,
chat room,
but-
this is like where the audience yells in, say this, say this, say this. And I'm like,
Grape
let's
nuts?
see.
No. Sugar, golden graham,
Did you-
Apple
there's
Jacks.
one
Apple Jacks are
person-
delicious.
There's one person who just said the answer in the chat room.
Apple
Huh.
Jacks are really good. I do like Apple Jacks.
I love Apple Jacks.
Apple
Golden
Jacks are
Grahams,
good.
though?
You can't eat too many of them, but
No.
Apple Jack's pretty good that first few
Honeycomb,
bites.
they're
I also
big.
like-
See, Cookie Crisp are my favorite.
Another person just said it. Interesting. I don't know. There's
Hmm.
so many answers being said in the chat room that
There's
nobody's
so
like,
many.
yeah,
Nail it,
it
yeah.
just
Is it-
got said again.
Are they big?
No honeycomb.
Okay, then is it Mikey like it then? Is it the Chex? That's can't
That's
be.
not
No,
Mikey.
doesn't like. They like
That's not
Life.
what Mikey likes.
Yeah, Mikey likes life.
No, Grandma likes Chex. What does Grandma like again?
Grandma likes
Isn't-
Chex and
isn't
all the
the
other
Chex
cereals
mix-
you
Go for the
said.
big answer.
Isn't the Chex mix like they put that? Don't you put Worcestershire sauce in that?
Yeah, it's not
And
supposed to be
then,
at like a cereal. You don't eat that in cereal.
What is
after that.
the what is the cereal that Mikey likes?
I'm gonna say Mikey needs to get a Life. People eat Life cereal. That is the trashiest trash.
Life's okay.
People.
Life's great.
Is this?
Cinnamon Life. You
y'all
ever
gonna
have?
crap, y'all gonna crap on me for crumbling up a Rice Krispie treat, which they turned into a cereal, and y'all gonna tell me that Life is delicious. Life is
Sure.
shit, but we're going with Life.
All right, show me life. I have created life.
Oh, you
Number
did
5,
it.
you cleared the board. Yes. Listen, Cinnamon Life. Life is pretty. The Life cereal is pretty good. Cinnamon Life is da bomb.
Yeah.
That belongs on this list.
I agree. I love cinnamon life.
That must be a regional thing because around here in where I live, ain't nobody eating no Life.
Yeah.
Ain't
Really?
nobody eating that
Yeah.
crap.
Instead, they're
no
eating
life.
Special
It's
K
not
for
out of
some
one.
reason. I
Really?
can't-
Yes.
Oh man, Special K is huge around
By
here.
the way,
man.
by the way,
Special K
3
is
people
huge.
said Special K.
3 people.
3 people
Wild.
said Special K.
Did we
Rounding
ask
out
for their
the-
ages as well? Did we find out they're 90?
I should. I should
Jeez.
go back and see what they answered for all the other answers in the pool. I can't tell who they are, but I can certainly find out what else they said in the other questions.
Sure.
Golden Grams on the list.
Love
Granola,
those.
Grape Nuts, Reese's Puffs,
Ugh.
Honeycomb. It's
God.
big. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oatmeal, Apple Jacks, Muesli.
Oh,
Corn Pops.
jeez.
Usually,
Muesli, Weetabix, which is British.
Yeah.
Another muesli.
Count Chocula, Cracklin' Oat Bran.
Crackling oat bran. That's cat food. Crackling oat bran.
Nutrigrain. Speaking of old people in our tadpole, Quaker Oat squares. I do like the Quaker
Did anybody
Oat
say
squares. We get that
blueberry?
one.
Blueberry. Oh yeah, did we get any of this?
One person said blueberry, and one person said frankenberry. It's like
Frankenberry.
about
Did
the
anybody say?
Count
anybody say
Chocula
Fruit
came
Brute?
up pretty high.
Count Chocula
Nobody
was
said
up there.
Fruit Brute.
Fruit Brute. No
so-
one even knows about Fruit Brute.
Somebody said, or a couple of people said something called Vector, which
Vector.
I don't remember a cereal called Vector. Maybe it got changed to Raster.
it got changed. Got changed to Polygon after that, and it's just kept
Right,
going.
exactly.
Yeah, that's weird.
And finally,
Right now,
one
we
person
have-
said, "I would not eat that crap."
Yeah.
And they were the only person to say that.
Did you say corn pops?
Corn pops.
Did no one say corn
I'm
pops?
Nobody said corn
I
pops.
That's
really
effed
I
up.
like corn pops personally.
I do too. I
Now-
love them.
Yeah.
Now, people did say Cocoa Pops, and I had to look that one up. That is the
Oh.
UK version of Cocoa Krispies.
Oh,
So I did
Okay.
combine that one into the Rice Krispies.
I
Cocoa
can't believe
Krispies
corn
thing.
pops got left out of this list. That's
I
insane.
am too, because
Yeah, corn
those
pops are good.
I wonder
Yeah.
if do they still make them? Can you still get corn
I think
pops?
so.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine
Gotta
why
get
not.
Yeah,
Right?
I think we have a
Yeah.
box upstairs. I can't eat them.
I like
I don't-
getting
I
the
don't
little
remember
small
Popeye
bowls, the
Pop
little
Rice.
individual bowls.
Yeah.
Of corn pops.
Yeah. What was
Because I'll
the
eat those things too.
what was
I'll
the
eat them.
What
frog
are,
one?
what are individual? What do you mean individual bowls of corn pops?
They like the little cups. They like it's very expensive. Though.
Oh,
So
really? You
stupid.
can actually buy
Yeah,
like. Oh,
They look
It's so
like
wasteful
it's
and
like
it's terrible, but it
they're
keeps
like
you from
ramen
eating too
bowls.
much.
They're like instant ramen bowls.
Yeah, like little
except-
ramen bowls.
Yeah.
really? And it's just corn pops.
Just
I've
have
never
milk.
seen those. I've seen the little miniature boxes that come in 12 packs of.
Oh,
like,
those are
cereal
trash.
varieties.
You ever-
It's really.
you ever
it's
tried
how-
to
you know
use
what?
the
You know why they
instructions?
do those? Yeah, to like cut open those and turn them into a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not possible.
They make those, by the way. They only make those so that they can do something with all the Special K that people aren't buying. They can put into the little boxes
right.
and sell
Dude,
them in the.
I-
That's right.
I'm gonna look
Two
it
of
up
the
right
boxes
now.
in
I'm
the
gonna look it up.
12
Top.
You go
selling
look. You go
cereals
down your rabbit hole
for
and find out what a
2022.
hot seller Special K is in 2022. You go find that. 'Cause
At
I
our
don't think it
Walmart right
exists.
now is Pokemon cereal and Stranger Things cereal.
Yeah.
Stranger Things cereal, really? And they taste like little Eggo waffles or something?
No, they
I
taste
don't
like
know.
noseblood. You
They
have to have
taste
a-
like Vecna.
Yeah. You ever have a nosebleed? It tastes like that. Just a bad nosebleed. Well, there you go.
I'm
Well
curious.
done,
I want to see
everybody.
what Stranger Things cereal is, by the way. You gotta see it.
Number 14, according to Kiplinger, number 14 of the top-selling cereals would be Kellogg's Special K Red Berries.
Wow. Red berries.
Huh.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just
red
that's
berries.
that's what puts it over is the red berries, not that garbage.
See, I'm looking. So, all right, you do a search for Stranger Things cereal, General Mills X Stranger Things, and you get, it takes you right to Netflix where there's a commercial for General Mills Stranger Things cereal, but it's like all the other cereals with upside down labels or something. I cannot figure this business out.
Let's see. I looked it up on.
It's Lucky Charms Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
So are they just old cereals? Oh, they mixed them. Oh, I can't
that
quite tell
deal?
what they're doing here.
I really can't figure this business out. Anybody?
Do you guys have like a local cereal bar where you can like go and like dispense cereal from like large dispensers? You know what I'm talking about?
No,
Yes, I have done
It's
that.
like a coffee
once.
shop, but for cereal.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a weird little trend that some people are into. It's not really my jam, but I've been there.
So here's what's weird. So the cinnamon toast. So the Cheerios Stranger Things has the Cheerios logo upside down and
Because the upside down.
because upside down, and then there's weird text underneath the name. Then the Cinnamon Toast Crunch just shows the bowl upside down, but everything else looks the same. Oh no, it has a
Why didn't they
next
use
to
the
the-
Eggo cereal? By the
next
way,
to
which is
the-
delicious.
right. They should have.
Gross.
Next to the little cinnamon shaker is the whatchamacallit, the bad guy from the first series of.
Yeah.
It's
Season
Yahoo
Stranger
Serious.
God.
It's Yahoo Serious and his dog who says things.
Yeah, exactly.
Eggo.
Yeah.
But then
It says
the,
Stranger
the Lucky
Things.
Charms, the only difference I can find is that the dude is holding a D20. The leprechaun is holding a D20.
That's all.
Oh,
they
and
need.
there's Christmas lights above the Lucky Charms logo.
Very nice. Well, on that
crazy.
note, we should
Wow.
go since Tom's probably waiting for us at 8 minutes
Oh,
after
thanks,
the hour.
Guac.
Hey,
Congratulations, Guac.
the good news is, Guac, you've won. You've won these prizes.
Congratulations.
That's what Fletcher
You're
says.
a winner.
You've won, and how do you feel about your big win on what I would actually call one of our best versions of this show or this contest we've
So
ever
fun,
done?
yeah.
Did you? How do you feel? Oh, sorry, I muted you. Say it again.
Oh.
He feels like
This has been so much fun.
It's
I
been a
love
blast.
calling into you guys.
Yeah, it's always good having you on, but today, I don't know, something special in the bowl of cereal.
Surprise at the bottom of the box.
That's all you got to do. Simply to get your prizes, send Brian an email, coverville@gmail.com. He will hook you up. Congratulations once again. Hey, Dunaway, you helped us get there. In fact, you won it
We
for
did.
him. That's what you did. You won it. And
We did.
for
We
that,
did.
we're grateful. Today, we're going to talk about Splatterhouse. Nothing to do with cereal, but it's the 90s anyway. And we'll be talking about that on Play Retro tonight at 3:30 Mountain Time. It's not a new time for us. We just switched it for today. Brian had a birthday yesterday that he had to take care of. So,
And I
that's why we're here.
appreciate your patience. Thank you.
Yeah, it's all good. So we'll see you then. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I cut you off?
Yeah, well, like
There he goes.
Did you do it to him or did he do it to himself?
In this case, I did it to him. I just really wanted to get him this time because of his freaking Special K garbage. My gosh.
I know, Special K.
Special
Come on.
K. You can't even call that a Southern thing. I have Southern friends. They don't eat that. The hell's wrong with you
No,
people?
No.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we return, Tom Merritt will be here. And when he's here, we'll talk about tech and what's happening in the world of tech today. But before that, we got a song, and it happens to be brought to you by something. What's it brought to us by, Brian?
Oh, it's brought to you by Wait, You Haven't Seen, ... with host TV's Travis and a slew of guests. How many movies have you not seen that everyone thinks that you should have by now? Well, TV's Travis is here to help. Get Wait, You Haven't Seen wherever you get your podcasts, and look for an episode featuring me this month because I've never seen a single Halloween movie.
Yep.
Not a single movie of Michael Myers and Jamie Lee Curtis.
You're starting
Or
with
that
number
one
one,
that
right?
didn't
You're
have
gonna,
any-
you're gonna
that
watch
didn't
the
have
first
Jamie
one
Lee
or the different one? Or
I'm gonna
which
watch.
one?
I'm gonna watch the first one because then for Film Sack we're gonna watch H20, H2O.
Oh, H2O, right? The 20-year anniversary one. Okay.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember what we decided. That's awesome. I can't believe you've never seen one of those. That's
I've
weird.
never seen any of them. I've seen so many clips that I know who Michael Myers is and that he's wearing a William Shatner mask and all that. But
You know Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. You know all this stuff.
I
You
knew
just
Jamie
haven't
Lee
seen
Curtis
it.
was in it. By the way, the episode of Love Boat that I had on the background yesterday had Jamie Lee Curtis with long blonde hair.
Weird.
Yeah.
I love that you're still watching that. It's great. All right. Well, that's awesome. Well done there, Travis. Tell us what song we're playing today.
Yes. The song we're playing, this one was so good. I first listened to this song 3 times this morning as I was picking it out, which I rarely ever do. I love this thing so much. And then I just went on a deep dive and listened to other music by this artist. The band is called Lou and the Yakuza. It's Lous and the Yakuza. They have a brand new live performance of their song Hiroshima. And this is great because it's French pop rap. And I love it so damn much. Obviously, because I listened to it so many times. Here is Lou and the Yakuza and the song Hiroshima.
I guess there are as many reasons for a mom and dad to break up as there are moms and dads.
Okay.
Hey, Birdum. This is the morning stream. Bye-bye.
And we've returned. Hey, who was that again? That was a really cool song.
That was Lou and the Yakuza, Lous and the Yakuza, and a song called Hiroshima. So damn good.
Excellent. Yeah, your mid songs have been really great lately.
I know you'll really like this when you finally do hear it. By the way,
I will definitely check it out.
All kidding aside, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I will check that one out today.
Yeah.
I always listen, but sometimes when you're adamant about it, I'll be like, must be something about this song, and he's always right. So always listen is what I'm saying.
Yeah. for sure.
Check this out, y'all. This thing right here is happening right here.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is Tom Merritt, who is joining us a little late. Sorry, Tom. We had a really long
Yeah,
contest
no, sorry
today.
I'm late. I was working real hard on this Netflix thing, and I'm glad to have the extra time, though. I
Oh,
appreciate
good. I'm glad actually to hear that. I know there is a lot going on today, and we've got guests today. We've got all kinds of stuff happening on DTNS today.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like, it was perfect. Like, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get through all of this before he calls. And then you do it a little extra.
Wow,
I got through it.
I'm blown away. I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
and
good.
there's a tie-in because I'm talking about Netflix stuff.
Oh, good. Well, even better.
Cool.
So, what is going on? I saw a couple of smatterings of things as the show was starting today, and I knew there was some announcements happening, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah. We'll go into all of it on DTNS, and we'll go into it on depth with Brian Brushwood on Cord Killers on Monday. But the top line is, after everyone decided Netflix was dead for having one bad quarter after the pandemic, whoa, Netflix isn't bad anymore. They added 2.41 million subscribers. Essentially, we're flat in the U.S. and Canada region, but technically added 100,000 subscribers. So they're not declining anywhere in the world. They're predicting that they're going to add 4 million plus next quarter, and they're going to keep spending at their current level, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean,
wow.
This doesn't surprise me. Because we're going to have a bunch of people who had signed up for stuff during the lockdowns cancel stuff, and Netflix wasn't going to be immune to that. Netflix is also saturated, a lot more competition out there. If anything is surprising is that it bounced back a little faster. I assumed it would bounce back, but it bounced back even better. In fact, their own projection was they thought they'd add 1 million subscribers this quarter, and they added 2.4. So Netflix is doing really, really good. Separately from the earnings report, they announced a couple of gaming-related things. Mike Verdu at the TechCrunch Disrupt conference said that Netflix is going to explore a cloud gaming offering for TV and PC, and they have hired Chaco Sonny, former EP of Overwatch, to run a Southern California studio related to that.
Oh, wow. I didn't hear. I heard the cloud gaming references a little bit before we started the show. I didn't realize they had tapped him. That's super interesting. I've said since the beginning, even with their mobile games that are actually pretty good. I don't think they're very good at advertising them. We've had that whole conversation before about why they don't.
Yeah.
But
and Verdu even said, like, we're still in the early days. We're just testing things. So yeah, that's why they're not out there advertising it a lot. I think.
Yeah, and that makes total sense to me. But back then, even I was like, well, they have to be working on a cloud-based solution since their entire world is cloud-based everything. So why wouldn't
you
they?
were right.
Yeah, turns out simple answers come from simple people, and it was true. So that's good, I think, for them to explore that. How it'll represent itself? Will it be through the current app? Will it be some other way? Like, I don't know. Nobody knows at this point, but it's interesting to hear that they're working on it. Did they say that, just to backtrack a little bit, did they say there was a particular chunk of original programming or something that they felt like helped them bounce back sooner than they expected?
Yeah. No, they gave credit to Stranger Things and Dahmer, and they said that they thought it was content. They thought their strong content is what helped them exceed their own expectations.
Sure.
And it's why they expect 4 million this quarter, is because you've got The Crown and a bunch of holiday movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They even credited The Gray Man with their success.
Oh, I like The Gray Man. I enjoyed it. It's popcorny as hell, but I really had a good time with it.
Yeah,
well, that's
popcorny.
interesting.
It's not good for you.
It's not.
But you forget you're eating it.
Yeah, you don't even know you finished the whole bag.
After a while, it's like, oh, I'm out of...
I'm out of The Gray Man. The Gray Man is over.
It's all gone. I have no more Gray Man left.
I like more butter on my Gray Man, please. Well, that's interesting. So did they talk about... Were they the ones that had the controversy over canceling? Yeah, they canceled some like big animation projects right before they were done. Was there any talk of the animation stuff or any of that?
No.
Okay.
That cancellation meme follows every show around and is usually visible in proportion to the passion of the fan base. So every streaming service has been canceling stuff. I think Warner Brothers Discovery got the most flack for canceling things, and they canceled a bunch of anime stuff. So that was the bigger deal. But yeah, Netflix isn't immune to that. And yet it's not specific to Netflix. In fact, if anything, it's a bigger deal at HBO Max.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's, I guess, good for Netflix. I don't know. Everybody loved to pile on a couple of months ago when prices were being raised. Then they said, oh, we've lost our first, or it was the first quarter where we didn't have growth or whatever. The games thing seemed kind of, limp at the time if you didn't really understand the strategy. And everybody was like, it was like popular to hate on Netflix that month. And now look at them. Now they're just fine.
I don't know if I said it on TMS. I feel like I did say it on Cord Killers. The price rising, you don't have companies raise prices if they think it's going to lower their revenue.
Right.
You have them raise prices if they think it's going to raise their revenue. And subscribers could go down and they raise their revenue, which happened last quarter.
That's true.
And I was pointing out, like, look, they're not going to raise the prices so much that everyone cancels your service and you go out of business. That's just silly. And they did reduce profitability this quarter, but they raised revenue even with the raised prices and raised subscribers. So yes, individually, any one of us can say, like, that's too rich for my blood. I'm out. I'm not going to pay that. And that's perfectly reasonable. But in general, Netflix has set a price that most people are still thinking, like, gosh, but I want to watch Dahmer. I want to watch Stranger Things. I want to watch The Crown. And they're paying it.
Did they say anything about the paid tier stuff, the ad tier?
Yeah, they had previously announced before the earnings report that the new basic with ads tier, the less expensive tier, will be $6.99 a month in the U.S., launching most places November 1st. Well, actually, Canada and Mexico November 1st, and most places November 3rd. So we'll get it in the U.S. November 3rd. They don't expect that to materially increase subscriber numbers. They said this is just a supplemental piece of income. It'll grow slowly. Okay. So this is not something where they're thinking like this will save us. In fact, they seem to think they don't need saving, that they're doing quite well.
Feels like their strategy overall to take your time with your big moves. Like don't do any sudden moves. I don't know. Seems interesting. Well, we'll talk about that and way more on the show today. It'll be a packed show, it looks like, from what I can tell. So there's a lot going on. If you want to check that out, that's at 2:00 Mountain Time today. So make sure you do. And subscribe to the Daily Tech News Show if you haven't already. Tom, is there anything else going on that you'd like to talk about?
Oh, wait, don't forget on Daily Tech News Show today, you're going to be talking with me with Jerry Ellsworth from Tilt 5.
Yeah.
If you're into augmented reality board games, you don't want to miss this.
Oh, cool.
Tilt 5 is an augmented reality board game system that Jerry's been working on at least 5 years, I think longer. Yeah. So she's going to come on and talk about that and the ways you can play Settlers of Catan with holograms.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of the future of that stuff. So, 5 years is one thing, but we've seen so much innovation in those 5 years in that particular space, like just even with phones and things.
Yeah.
I'll bet she's stoked about where things are headed. So.
Well, and I think what Tilt 5's got going for it is it's doing a single thing. It's not trying to be a headset you use for the entire world. It's saying, let's use what augmented reality is good for now, and do something with it. And it seems to work really well.
Yeah, and let it grow. That's awesome. So that'll be later today. And do check that out. It's Tom Merritt, everybody. You know him as Ace Detect on Twitter. If you're not already following him, go do that. Tom, thanks for hanging out with us.
You bet.
And we'll see you next time.
See you, Tom.
Bye, Thomas. All right. Thomas was my father's name.
What made you say that name?
Thomas Wayne. It'd be great if Thomas Wayne was the same name that, Superman would have to have.
Thomas Kent. Yeah.
Thomas Kent. What is his name? What is Kent's name? The Pop Kent.
His name is Pa.
Pa Kent. Does he have a real name? He has a name?
Yeah. I'm sure he had a real name. I can't remember what it was.
Kevin Costner. Jonathan. That's it. Jonathan Kent.
Jonathan. That's right.
All right. There you go. There's that. Now time for recommendals. Hold on. It's a bit of an ordeal. I got to add a bunch of names here. Okay. There's one. We got that. Okay. Then we got this one.
Oh, no. One of the codes that I sent Guacamar is invalid.
Oh, no. Which one?
No. It's for Command and Conquer.
Oh, the good one.
The good one. Did you give that one away and forget to cross it off?
No, I
never.
never.
I did either.
I didn't either. Yeah. That would have been one I would have kifed. and taken.
Did you kite it and forget to cross it
No,
off?
I don't have it. I don't have that game. I want it, but I don't have it. All right. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Right.
Sometimes
We'll
those
figure
are
something out for you.
those are weird. We'll get you another one. All right, check it out, y'all. It's time for this right here. Where is it? Right here. Time to do recommendals. A chance for us to talk about stuff, speaking of Netflix, things we've seen on streaming services and want to share with you fine folks at home. Joining us, Nicole Spag. Hello, Nicole. Hello.
Hi, I'm sorry. I got way too much going on.
You're busy. You got a lot happening. I get it. You mean because your mic...
Before I forget, because I got too much on the brain, happy anniversary to my wonderful husband.
Oh.
19 years.
That's a lot.
Wow.
We've only got 11 on you. So good. You have a lot to look forward to. That's awesome, though. Congratulations.
We were engaged for 2. So.
Oh, gotcha. That's great. That's a good test period. Make sure everything's working out okay, you know? It's like, turns out
we
Nicole...
were just broken. We had to pay for the wedding ourselves.
Nicole likes Special K. I'm out of here. Anyway, that's a throwback, folks. Also with us, Randy Jordan.
Chris.
Hello, Randy, a.k.a. Randy Deluxe. What are you doing?
Good morning stream. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I had over 9 hours of sleep last night. I've had 3 cups of coffee this morning. It is there's a heat wave in Southern California. It's going to be like 91 Fahrenheit, which is like 33 C today.
Yeah.
Hottest year of our lives. I can't wait to go talk about that on nextdoor.com later today.
Very nice.
My neighbors love to talk about how climate change isn't real.
Yeah, they're the best. We're only about 68 here today as a high, and it's beautiful, wonderful. I can wear a long sleeve shirt and walk in the sun. Oh man, I'm so excited. Anyway,
hottest year of your life, but coldest year of the rest of your life.
There you go. That's a good way of putting it. We're going to get right to it and start with Brian's recommendation. Any setup here, Brian?
You're listening to somebody at their new job as a telemarketer, getting some suggestions from Danny Glover.
Oh.
I'll tell you right now, Danny Glover is the other voice you're going to hear in this clip.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Mr. D. Emmett Cash's screen here. Sorry to bother you. I just...
Hey, young blood.
What up?
Let me give you a tip. Use your white voice.
My white voice?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't got no white voice.
Oh, come on. You know what I mean, young blood. You have a white voice in there. You can use it. It's like when you pulled over by the police.
Oh, no, I just use my regular voice when that happens. I just say, back the fuck up off the car and don't nobody get hurt.
All right, man, I'm just trying to give you some game. You want to make some money here? Then read the script with a white voice.
People say I talk with a white voice anyway, so why ain't it helping me out?
Well, you don't talk white enough. I'm not talking about Will Smith's wife. That ain't white, that's just proper. I'm talking about the real deal. Like this young blood.
Hey, Mr. Kramer. This is Langston from Regal View. I didn't catch you at the wrong time, did I?
That's not really him doing that, is it?
That was, I think that one was Steve Buscemi doing that voice. That one's uncredited, but that movie is called Sorry to Bother You.
Okay.
And this is great. This is on Netflix. It is the story of Cassius, played by Lakeith Stanfield, who you know from things like Selma, Get Out, Straight Outta Compton, Judas and the Black Messiah. He got the Best Supporting Actor nomination for that. Knives Out, Uncut Gems, Harder They Fall. He's in all those things. He's so great. And Atlanta, he's one of the 4 main characters in Atlanta. So he works with 2 Glovers now.
Oh yeah, double Glover. That's awesome.
A double Glover.
Yeah.
He's this telemarketer starting out this company, learning how to use his white voice. By the way, his later white voice turns out to be David Cross.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That makes sense.
That's great.
David Cross has made a career out of having a white voice.
That's great.
Yes, but you also hear Patton Oswalt providing another white voice to another character in this
Patton
film.
Oswalt, no way. He doesn't get any work. He's not in anything anymore.
I know, that poor guy. Yeah, I wish he'd finally get something.
Sure.
This is it's a dark comedy. You've also got Stephen Yeun from Walking Dead, Armie Hammer in this, and his girlfriend played by Tessa Thompson.
I like her. Yeah. Was this before Army Hammer got in all his trouble? Must be.
I think so, because this movie came out in 2018. And
that's
I didn't hear about it until recently. The director is Boots Riley, who's a musician, frontman for the band The Coup and the Street Sweeper Social Club. This is the only current directing project and writing project that Boots has gotten, but apparently he's working on something else, a series that's going to be coming up. This has such a Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind kind of feel to it.
Oh,
this
wow.
kind of otherworldly delivery where you've got this kind of mundane existence that is superseded by this weird other event. Even a little bit of why am I forgetting the name of the Adam Scott series we all loved and watched this year?
Severance. Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a Severance kind of thing going on too.
Nice.
This kind of darker thing going on in the telemarketing company that you later find out. It's excellent. It's really, really good.
Mark worked at a telemarketing company.
Oh yeah. I did for a while as a kid. Yeah, for a summer.
I don't think he lasts very long.
Yeah.
I think he lasts like a day.
I hated it.
Oh, really?
It was my least favorite job I ever had. I freaking hated it. Every second of it.
So horrible.
Yeah.
The way that they visually show you the telemarketing is great because Cassius actually drops down into these people's kitchens or wherever they are when they answer the phone and starts talking to them, and then drops out when they hang up the phone on them. Really, really good. Anyway, this is so good. It's called Sorry to Bother You. It's on Netflix. Like I said, Lakeith Stanfield, Tessa Thompson, Terry Crews also in this thing, Patton Oswalt, David Cross, Danny Glover.
Been seeing some really good Tessa Thompson news lately. Like, I guess Westworld went okay. I kind of couldn't follow it after the first season, but like, she, they're making another Creed movie, and it's getting like really good buzz.
Cool. Yeah, Creed 3's got what's his name in it?
Michael B. Jordan.
No, not him. I mean, he's in it obviously, but it's the other guy. The guy from I love him, and I can't think. He was in the Loki. It was the guy at the end.
Oh yes, John David Washington. No, not
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors.
Thank you,
that guy compels.
Lovecraft Country.
Yeah,
my gosh,
he's
amazing.
compelling as hell. I really like him.
He is so good.
Yeah.
But Tessa Thompson's just such a rising star the last 10 years. It's amazing.
She's had a quick rise. And she's great. I really like her.
She is great, absolutely.
And I think Westworld
you'll love her in this.
Yeah, and I think Westworld was fine, by the way, for the last. I think season 2 had some trouble. 3 was okay. I guess 4 is the one that just finished. I haven't seen it yet, but it's fine.
So overall, though, is this unsettling? This movie? Okay,
it is. It's that's kind of a good comparison, or one of the comparisons that I had with Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind. Even though you get a wrap up, you get things tied up, there's still this unsettling bit to it, like you had with that one. And there is definitely a nod to Michael Gondry, who directed Eternal Sunshine. Before I realized Boots Riley was the director of this, I was watching and I thought, oh my God, I bet Michael Gondry is actually the director of this. There's a film within a film that is credited to somebody named Michael Dongry, and I'm sure that's the nod to Michael Gondry that you
it would have to be.
Get in this
If it's not, I would feel ripped off. That has to be a reference.
There was some news like in Variety or something recently about Boots Riley's next thing. He apparently has written a TV series.
Yeah.
And I've just it just caught my attention because it's like all it said was TV series is called I'm a Virgo.
Right.
And
it stars Jarrell Jerome.
And it's about a very, very tall man, like a man who's taller than any human has ever been.
Okay, I love it. That's the premise.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Love it. All right, cool, excellent. There you go. So once again, Sorry to Bother You on Netflix, and people in the chat room who've watched it are all like, "Oh, this is such a good film," and I saw this before the pandemic, and blah blah blah. So
now it's hitting me what it is. I remember a jury raving about this. I had to see the poster though to finally click. It's the big yellow and purple, and now I see it. Now I remember, and I remember at the time everybody was raving, and then I forgot all about it. So I'm glad you brought it
now
up.
you can watch it on Netflix.
Excellent. Moving on over to Nicole. Nicole, I've got a link here to play. Do you want to set this up at all? I know you're excited about this one.
I recommended it before. I think the last time I recommended it was probably 2 years ago, but it has become a yearly tradition. And I just assume everybody knows about it. But then on Twitter, I'll see somebody go, "Hey, can you recommend?" I don't really like scary, but I like Halloween and just a little bit scary, not gore. Sure. So I watched this with the kids. It's wonderful.
It's my daughter's favorite run of anything. She loves this.
Wow.
Yeah. And I can't remember if she got it from your recommendation originally or if she just saw it on her own, but they were watching it the other night, her and her friend.
I see Christine Fletcher's ears turning red, so you better get to the clip.
So we better play it before Fletcher loses it. Here we go. Oops, not playing. Here we go.
Hey, Wart, wanna learn some rock facts? Did you know that if you soak a raisin in grape juice, it turns into a grape? It's a rock fact! Did you know that dinosaurs had big ears, but everyone forgot because dinosaur ears don't have bones?
No, I didn't know that, Greg.
That's because it's not true. It's a rock fact. I'm sorry, Wirt.
No, Greg.
You can stop it.
Okay, well then it's
my fault.
So I'm hearing.
It's just a bunch of clips.
I hear Frodo there talking.
Yeah, you heard Frodo.
Yeah.
And so this is called Over the Garden Wall, and it's streaming on HBO Max. And it's a series. How many episodes? I think 8 or 10,
it's very
something like that.
Very short.
The kids, and they're short. Yeah. So the kids and I will. We take the evening as we're winding down and we watch 2 or 3 episodes. And it's about Wirt and what was his brother's name? I just forgot it.
Greg.
And they are lost in the woods and they're in this weird unknown place and they're happening upon, each little episode is a story about this area and who they're encountering and the overarching, story plot is they're trying to get home.
Yeah.
And so you're slowly unraveling what's happening because it's a little confusing at first and it's meant to be. So I love it. The kids love it. We watch it every Halloween season, fall season. It's perfect. So perfect.
Yeah. It's a wonderful little show that I still haven't seen. I don't know what my problem is. I just need to do it.
Potatoes and molasses.
I've also never heard of this.
Yeah.
Would you compare it to like Steven Universe or Gravity Falls?
Gravity Falls. People talk about Gravity Falls a lot in the same.
It has Gravity Falls vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
I hear that a lot.
Yes. So if you're missing Gravity Falls and you're looking for a wonderful fall spooky Halloween show, this is right up your alley.
The guy's got he's got a cool background. The creator of this, Patrick Nolan McHale, he was a storyboard artist for The Marvelous and Misadventures of Flapjack, I loved that thing. He also did, worked with Pendleton Ward on developing Adventure Time. So the guy's got chops, and then this was like his big thing. This goes all the way back. This is 2014 that this came out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's been that long. That's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, and I think I found it from an article a couple years ago that was saying how it has become like a Halloween cult classic, like a must watch every Halloween season. Yeah. And it for us it has and it's wonderful. I love it.
Huh.
So I'm going to be really I don't know if it's a Cartoon Network production, so I don't know how long it will live on HBO.
Yeah.
I think I even bought it on Amazon Prime because I don't think at the time it was on HBO.
Well, here's some good news. In 2017, I guess this all has happened since because it's about to come out, but Guillermo del Toro announced that McHale would be co-writing the script to his stop-motion adaptation of Pinocchio, which is almost done. So that gets me excited.
It was done. No, stop.
No, that's the Sony. Yeah, the Disney Plus one. Nobody really likes that one very much. But
I just watched the trailer and I was like, no.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It's unfortunate because it's Rob Zemeckis, who I love Robert Zemeckis movies, but I don't know, that looks bad. But this looks amazing. And then Netflix announced last year he's working on something, or their adaptation of some novel called Redwall that's supposed to be really interesting. So yeah, he's still got cool stuff coming, but I don't think you're ever going to get your Over the Wall 2 or a subsequent series is my guess. Probably not.
You mean like Over the Garden Wall 2?
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
No. They wrap it up. It's nice. It's just, it's to me a little movie just separated into easily watchable episodes. And for if you have kids, it's perfect because you're like, we'll watch 3 episodes and then we'll continue it tomorrow.
Right. Well, it's the reminder for Christine and those like her out there. This is Over the Garden Wall and available right now on HBO Max.
I went to the IMDb page for this thing, and I always go to the other things you should watch. And for me, and it's different for everybody for some reason.
Sure.
For me, on that IMDb page right now, it says there's 4 things that I should also watch: Gravity Falls, Adventure Time, Regular Show, which is another animated thing like this,
right?
And For Your Eyes Only, starring Roger Moore.
Really? What a weird. People also liked.
Yeah.
Not all machine learning is made equal, I guess. Some stuff is real dumb.
Exactly.
People
That's
also
amazing.
Liked parallel parking, cheese sandwiches.
That's right. And a quick kick in the butt. So this is for you, Christine.
Shitoutofluck.com.
Go to shitoutofluck.com and check out this thing. All right. Well done. Hey.
A rock fact.
Nice. Randy, what'd you bring here? What do you want me to play here?
I brought a genre of something that I really look forward to, but we never talk about this on Recommendals. And I think the reason we never talk about this is because it's a little more personal from person to person, what in this genre you like and don't like. But I want to talk about it because this is a new entry in the genre, and you're going to immediately know who and what this is when you start playing it. And it was really, really good. So it's just,
all right,
hit play. Let's go.
I like it. Here we go.
Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Hey, I broke my foot. What?
I assume this is the new his new special on Netflix.
Yeah, it's the new Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking a lot about, as a fan of stand-up comedy, which goes back to me stealing a bunch of my brother's cassettes when he went to college. Seriously, I start listening to things that I was way too young to listen to, like Eddie Murphy's first album.
Mm-hmm.
And as a fan of stand-up comedy, I really still find it personal, even though I go and consume as much of it as I can. I still feel like I don't really have people tell me you should watch this very much for something about stand-up, right? It's just it's there's something there that prevents us from feeling like if we love something, everyone's going to love it. But in the case of Patton Oswalt, I think we can get there. He is just down the middle, average, very good, right? Anyway, this new special of his is nothing new for him. It's exactly his kind of pretend stream of consciousness. There is a moment in this, or a whole segment in this, where he does some audience work, which is kind of unusual for him. He just suddenly starts talking to the people in the front row, and it's kind of special. It works out for him.
Am I
very,
remembering? Did he do a stand-up show at BlizzCon?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he did.
That's why.
BlizzCon 2008.
Oh my God, I was
he was
thinking.
the host. Yeah.
That's what. Okay.
Did he host contests and everything, or just do
the costume thing?
Yeah, he must have, because that's what they do.
He was the feature comic at 2008.
Okay.
And
I think I missed that year because I'm bummed. I totally would have loved to have seen him.
Yeah, and he got into a bit that requires a certain amount of time, and he got into an argument with the stage management because they had a really set firm time for him to come off stage, and he wasn't coming off stage. And so he said he would never do BlizzCon again, which is too bad because he was really good at BlizzCon.
Yeah, I liked him better than Jay Moore, but Jay Moore kept showing up like a bad zit. He was there all the time.
Yeah, Jay Moore would do exactly what they asked him to do.
Yeah.
Patton is he's kind of venturing, as you heard, a little bit into the I'm getting old sort of comedy, but he's really got a lot of different things to talk about and observe. And it's just good. It's good from beginning to end. It's one of those specials that like I feel like back in the 90s, you would have people say, "Hey, come over to my house because I've got HBO. There's a new, there's a new special, comedy special that we're going to watch." And that sort of stopped. No one really ever does that anymore.
Right.
And so I'm telling you, you should do that. You should tell people when you see a comedy special that's as good as this one, and go watch it.
All right, I'm
cool.
a Oswald
Cool.
fan, so I'm in. I like it.
Also, he's going to be in Irvine next week, and I really try to get tickets, but I like the cost of it for a weekday night. It's just it's a little too rich for my blood.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Well, I assume his ticket prices are also ridiculous, right? They're like what, a couple $100, $150, something like that.
I was looking at $300 total for a 4-top.
Wow.
And what the problem, like I'm actually willing to spend that. Like Patton is that good to me, but then I got to find 2 other adults to go on a weekday night, and it's just I don't know. Like that's the point where I was like, nah, never mind.
Yeah,
know.
it adds up, and plus, life gets in the way.
Yeah,
I feel it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so there you go. It's what's the full name of the thing?
Patton Oswalt, We All Scream.
We All Scream on Netflix.
Very cool.
All right, here's mine, everybody. This is one that I saw on Shudder again because I'm all into the Halloween right now, and I've talked about this a little bit here.
Got
and
to
there.
take advantage of that 30-day subscription.
Yeah, I might actually say subbed because I'm really finding some cool stuff. And I keep hearing the series they run, their original series, like their reality series stuff or their docu-series are supposed to be really good.
Really?
I just haven't gotten around to any of it. But
might have to add a Shutter icon to quick TMS.li because I've been holding off until the end of this month.
Yeah.
And I just type in on Shutter.
On Shutter. Yeah. Thinking it might be just, October of this year and then we're done with it.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, here it is. This is my clip of a thing I've been talking about here and there. So some of you may have heard me say it. Here it is.
I've had the nervous poops all week. But no matter what happens to me, I am committed to bringing you the most cinematic experience in live streaming. I've got my Livid bracelet right here, so when I flick my wrist, this will cut back and forth from my selfie cam to my POV cam. Now this next part is called protecting me from myself. I need to remove any temptation of an easy exit. I know me way too well.
All right. This is called Deadstream. And it is made of things that would normally irritate me. But because because the people involved know what they're doing and they understand internet culture as it currently constituted, they don't fake it. It feels legit. And so I think that's the number one selling point of Deadstream, which is currently streaming on Netflix.
Shitoutaluck.com.
Anyway, here's the description, okay? And I'll just do the one that IMDb gives it because I think it's apropos. It says, a disgraced internet personality attempts to win back his followers by live streaming one night alone in a haunted house, but when he accidentally pisses off a vengeful spirit, his big comeback event becomes a real-time fight for his life. That basically sums it up. What it doesn't tell you, well, so let me back up a little bit. This is directed and starring this guy named Joseph Winter. It is co-directed by his wife, Vanessa Winter, directed and written by her. And this Joseph Winter guy plays this character, Sean Ruddy, who is, as mentioned earlier, a totally like disgraced YouTuber type. He pissed off some people, did some really racially insensitive things, like felt very, like this happens all the time. So it felt real, that part of it. Mm-hmm. And so he does this live stream on a site called, whatever he called it, that's not Twitch, but it's basically that. They just couldn't use the name. And
Sir Guy. It's making me think of him.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that. And anyway, he goes to this place. Turns out it's in Payson, Utah, just like 30 minutes that way. And I guess this house is actually in there, so they filmed it here. I didn't hear about any of this until I watched the movie. Kind of want to go out there and look at it. But anyway, it's this nasty old house built in the 1800s, and he's in there, and he's live streaming everything. He's got GoPros. He puts them up in different rooms. He puts one on his head, like he said. He puts one that's facing him, and he's got a tablet with him that will switch cameras based on sound alerts. So if there's any noise in a room, it'll switch cameras, and the live stream chat room will see all of this happening. And he's got like 20,000 people watching him for this live event. Anyway, things go real bad because it turns out the ghosts are real. Now, that doesn't give anything away. It doesn't give anything away. But what I want to say about it is this is what makes it unique. It's not straight horror. It has horror elements for sure. You know, there's someone loses a hand and there's some really gross looking monster things and all this. But it's not like overtly violent or anything. And he's kind of on his own most of the time. I don't want to spoil a couple of things, but he's basically on his own. It's funny. It's really legitimately like laugh out loud and giggle funny. And that's hard, I think, for what this is. What this is supposed to be, I think that's really hard to pull off. And he pulls it off. And the comparison I'm going to make here is like early Sam Raimi. Like Evil Dead 1 and 2, Army of Darkness, that era of his filmmaking where, yes, it's intense and it's horror-based, but it's also kind of hilarious what's happening and so over the top that you can't help but smile all the time and this sort of thing. That is what this is, and it's really well done. It's highly revered on this on the Shutter.com's got full 5 stars for all the user reviews, and they do user reviews there on like Netflix and stuff. And I can't remember Stephen King or somebody was like, "This is my favorite thing I've seen," and blah blah blah, whatever. But it's a Shutter original, so you can only get it there or AMC Plus, which I guess means the parent company is the same.
We'll link to AMC. That you can direct link to things on AMC.
Well, you can do that either way. It's just that Brian has to make an icon. I don't know if he has an AMC Plus.
No,
icon.
I don't have to make an icon to do a link, but I can't link to things on Shutter.
Oh,
right. You can't direct link.
I misunderstood that. You can't do direct links at all unless
it just wants to take you to Shutter.com or Google Ad Services Shutter.com.
Yeah.
But I can do AMC Plus.
Yep.
Deadstream.
Yeah, do that.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah, AMC Plus has it. So anyway, Deadstream, highly recommend it. I don't love found footage style movies that try to be humorous. This one pulls it off. I like found footage movies that are done really well with good acting. That pulls it off. It just is a good time. It's scary at the same time, yet funny.
It's feature film length.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's an hour and a half. Yeah, so 90 minutes.
It's amazing how they always find 90 minutes of found footage. It's
right? Isn't that crazy? Totally crazy. But I had a really good time with it. And also, if you can handle the horror elements, this thing's like PG-13 at best on the other side of things. There's hardly any swearing. In fact, it's funny because he's trying not to get demonetized and deplatformed again because of his past mistakes on YouTube or whatever. So he keeps like something will scare me to go shh, he'll change the word because and then he'll say, please don't demonetize me, please don't deplatform me. Like he's trying to do his best to like make this comeback happen, and hilarity ensues. It's very good.
I'm looking at this Joseph Winter guy, and he looks like every other TikToker.
Yes, yes, that's the other thing. They pull that part of this off so hard that he just. I don't know if it wasn't so. If it wasn't so obvious that this is a movie, you would think that dude's some influencer somewhere, and he understands that culture so well. He's of the right age and all that sort of stuff. I think that it just comes off without a hitch. It's really great. So highly recommend it. Deadstream, available now wherever you get your Shutter or your AMC Plus.
Thank you. Something else for me to watch alone.
That's right.
Yeah.
I watched it alone.
My AMC Plus because of you need to get back to Kevin Can F Himself for the final season.
Yep. Are you still subbed then? You can just turn it on.
I am.
Anytime.
I'm subbed until not even the end of this month, like I think another week, but I'm not going to get through all of Kevin Can F Himself in a week, so I'll probably do one more month.
There you go. So there you have it. There's our list. If you want to see what Brian's been plugging into the website, it's over at quicktms.li. You can find it there. And of course, Nicole and Randy tend to put these things on their social accounts as well. Nicole Spag on Twitter, Randy Deluxe on Twitter. Anything else you guys got for us? You guys having fun? Halloween time, all that stuff? Everyone's good?
I'm just asking you to watch A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors, and see us on Film Sack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This weekend.
That's right. And by the way, I did get it wrong. We're not doing Halloween or H2O for Film Sack. So if you're all excited for us to do that for Film Sack, not this Sacktober, maybe next October.
Or maybe we'll just slip it in somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know.
Johnson, TMI.
Yeah. Slipping it in. That's what we do. It's Nicole, happy anniversary again. And
Thank you.
Have a wicked good time, and let us know how Halloween goes for you. I don't know why I'm saying that to you, but I'm saying it anyway.
It's okay.
We'll see you later. Why can't I kick anybody out of this group? Oh, because I'm in the wrong group. All right, here we go. Bye, everybody. Okay, there she goes.
Yeah,
There
because
she goes.
those kids, Mateo and Ava usually have the coolest costumes. So
They do.
That's why we do think of Nicole and Halloween so much.
She goes hard. She did those Among Us ones last year. Remember that?
Yes,
That was
those
pretty
are
cool.
So good.
Plus, it kept him COVID-free, it felt like.
You're right, exactly. It's both a hazmat suit and a Halloween costume.
That's right. They were both sus and safe, the two S's needed. Well done. Hey, quick email from a listener here.
Send and receive email.
themorningstream@gmail.com. This is from Dan. I also want to thank Anthony, who sent in a similar email about this. Found a couple of news articles about why turkeys are going up. It turns out it's more than just greed. There was a rash of bird flu a month or two ago. Required a ton of culling of flocks, meaning hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of turkeys killed because they got the bird flu.
Because turkeys are dicks and they refuse to get their flu shot is the problem.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
You know what it is? It's that weird fleshy red thingy hanging down on their face.
The waddle?
Yeah.
The waddle is the problem?
Yeah, I don't trust those. Does anyone eat that for Thanksgiving? Do you eat the waddle?
Oh, no, I don't think you can. I mean, they usually cut the whole head off the turkey, so you don't get the waddle. But
yeah,
or the gobbler, is that what it is? I thought it was the waddle. Maybe
I thought it was the waddle as well. It's not the waddle.
Yeah, because there was a whole episode of Ally McBeal that talked about the waddle.
I would eat a. Oh, this is funny. Last night,
Do they have waddle jerky? Maybe they have waddle jerky.
Oh, waddle jerky, or
Sure.
gobbler jerky, or whatever. Last night, Carter said for $1,000, if I ate a whole clove of garlic raw and with all the papery wrapping that they grow with, just the like pulled off of the stalk. If I ate that whole thing, not cutting it up, I had to eat it like an apple, and I ate the whole thing and swallowed it. She paid me $1,000.
Oh,
now
man.
I didn't do it because two reasons: one, that sounds horrible, but also two, I'm not going to take my kids' savings. Okay.
Yeah, my first thing would be, all right, let me see the $1,000 first. Let's see that.
Yeah, put it on the table before I even consider this.
And what's this going to do to your ability to move out or to
exactly? How is that going to work?
Support yourself in the future.
She's leaving to go on her art thing to Iceland in like a week and a half, and I think she just wants me to do weird stuff before she leaves. I don't know. Like I wasn't gonna.
So a whole bulb, not a clove. The bulb of garlic is what's made up of the individual cloves.
Yeah, a clove is like a little slice.
It's one little slice. Yeah.
Like kind of like an orange, right? Where they put the
segments,
segmented.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you were talking about eating an entire bulb of garlic.
A
Holy
bulb
cow.
unwrapped, like whatever that onion skinny stuff that's around the outside. I had to eat all that, the stalk of it, all of it, but I didn't do it. Anyway, thank you, Dan, for that. And also, just a reminder, I lied. Play Retro is tonight. Okay, I screwed up. I knew about her birthday. I just forgot, so that's why I was promoting it. Actually, you know what? He promoted it with me on Monday and forgot.
Sure, and he forgot his own wife's birthday.
See?
Oh.
All right. Anyway, that'll do it for us today. Want to throw a quick shout out and a little bit of love to a brand new patron named Ranger Craig. Feels like a guy you can trust to take care of the forest, Get out there.
Ranger Craig.
I'm Ranger
And
Craig.
Craig or Craig?
Craig. Oh, I keep saying Craig and you say Craig, right?
I don't know. I don't know what he is. Is it Ranger or Ranger? What is it? Is it Craig?
It's Ragnar.
Ranger? Is it Ranger Craig?
It's Ranger Krieg. I don't know what his name is, but Ranger Craig, thank you for joining us at patreon.com/TMS. He will also now be able to benefit from so many cool benefits, like never get a commercial, always get bonus pre-show content and post-show content every single day, and monthly rewards that you can't beat. Check it out, patreon.com/TMS. If you got any other questions or links you're looking for, you'll find them all at frogpants.com/TMS. And now, Brian, play a song.
I will do that. This is going out to B4 Tank Girl. She doesn't get to listen to the show live anymore and be here in the tadpole. But boy, for those who've been here since the early days of TMS, if you were live in the chat room, you'd always see B4 Tank Girl in there as well.
Yep.
And we miss her in the chat room. But I was fortunate enough to get to see her in February when Tina and I went out there, to Nolans.
Very nice.
Oh. Howdy Stoli and Bacardi. Those are liqueurs, liquors. I made it to my birthday. Suck it, pandemic. I'm in the Never Got COVID Club with Scott.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Yep.
May the odds ever be in your favor. Can you play Thunderstruck by Steven Seagulls? Thanks muchly. Booby Slave, bring me my Mingo phone. Yours eternally, B4 Tank Girl.
That's amazing. You know what? Since you said it, let's play it.
Please.
I have Mingo handy here, and let's play it. This is from Brian Dunaway back in like 2012 or something.
Booby slave! Booby slave, retrieve me my Mingo phone. I need to contact Flash Gordon.
It's one of my favorite things he ever said.
It's so good, yes.
Yeah, I feel like that's when he birthed his freaking talent
his
for
intros.
this. Yeah.
Right, exactly. It was
what
that
happened.
weird, like, almost non sequitur, like stuff.
I don't even know how to. I can't replicate it. I don't know how to do it. I'm in awe of it.
No,
he pisses me off. He's so good at him.
I will never even try, and I'm always so glad he goes first and Randy has to follow him, and I don't.
Yep. No one wants to be after.
Not that
Dunaway.
Randy's aren't great, but I can't follow Brian Dunaway's amazing intros.
They're really good.
All right, here we go. This is Steven Seagal's and their cover of AC/DC's Thunderstruck from their 2015 album Farm Machine. It's a great one. We've played it here before, but we're playing it again. Steven Seagal's Thunderstruck.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
That's because the leopard has 4 heads and 4 wings.
It does. And Third Eagle has never been to the zoo. It's sad.
No.
He needs to go to the zoo.
That guy needs to go to the zoo. Have we checked in on him at all? Like, what's he